Okay, so I'm gonna show you a really nice card trick. I'm gonna shuffle it, and as you can see, all the cards are completely different. Okay, I'm just gonna ask you just to pick any, well, actually take any card you want. Don't show it to me, but you can show it to the camera. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you to place just the initials across the card. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. You can take your time and make sure everybody can see it big and clear. Okay, and show it once again on the camera. Ready? Okay, can you please put it right here in the center? That's right. Perfect. This is a wild card trick. You'll see why. For this effect, I'm just gonna use the Joker. But can you please put any shape you want? It can be a heart, a house, waves, triangles, circles, whatever. Just place it across the entire card. Okay. Nice. All right, and then lastly, can you please cut and complete the card? So we lost the Joker completely. Yes. So I need to do something, and the purpose of this is for once I shuffle it, the card should be placed right next to the Joker. Okay. Now, if it doesn't work, don't blame me. I'm just doing my best. Okay. Let's see if we can locate the Joker. Hopefully, it's still into the deck. Okay, there it is. All right. Well, we have the 2 of diamonds and the 3 of diamonds. Is any of those 2 cards your card? No? Well, it is true since they don't have the initials. But you know, as I told you before, Jokers are wild. That's why the purpose of the effect. Let me finish, okay? Now, what was your card?
Black.
There you have it. That's why it wasn't one of those cards, your card. You can keep it as a souvenir. And I hope you like it. Hello everyone, how you all doing? This is such an amazing effect and really easy to perform it as well, except for a FARO shuffle, okay? Anyway, I will explain all those details. This is an indifferent card. You need a setup in advance, and that simple setup is to have a double-sided tape right over the Joker. As you can see over here, I have it all the way on top. I have a double-sided tape, but because the double-sided tape, it is a clear color, obviously, it's hard to tell. With a flare, with a reflection of the light, you may see it, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use this card as a representation of it. And you have to use at least 1 inch, okay, with double-sided tape, so you have enough strength. However, I'm gonna remove the excessive strength just at the ends. Do not mess with the center of the tape, just the ends of the tape. You can just rub it away with your thumb, just at the ends, not on the center. So I prefer to use the thumbs, okay? That is easier and faster. But the reason for that is because when I do the FARO shuffle, later in the performance, this double-sided tape, the selection is gonna be sticking up right over the Joker, okay? Which is, this is the one in this case. With the FARO shuffle, we separate the Joker from the selection. So the indifferent card, when you do the FARO shuffle, it's gonna separate them. And the indifferent card is gonna replace the selection. But to ensure that the double-sided tape remains there on the FARO shuffle is by removing the excessive strength, okay, at the ends. So the indifferent card will start separating the selection from the Joker at the beginning. And it's gonna keep going, okay, separating like I said, the Joker from the selection. But it is imperative that you remove the excessive strength just at the end of the double-sided tape. Now, when you ask the spectator to pick any card, make sure you don't watch which one is it, and make sure they do it on the table so they get used to it for a second part. Now, when they do that, make sure they put it face down, and I have over here the Joker with a double-sided tape. But not to make it too obvious, I don't want to do this, Okay, I mean you can, but they're not supposed to know it. But you know, in the process of asking the spectator to pick any card, you place the thumb not right over the double-sided tape, but in the front, so you can conceal any possible flashes, okay, from the double-sided tape and the light against the spectator, so they don't see the double-sided tape. That's why I'm placing my thumb right over here in front of the double-sided tape. Now, you can do a swing cut and keep the pinky ring right over the joker, okay, and then do this, and you're gonna place it right over, and the selection is gonna get a stick right on top of the joker. Or you can simply, you know, maintain or retain the pinky break and then dribble as pretending this is the center part of the deck. They place it on top, the ace of diamonds in this case, and complete. Now to ensure those two cards are really stick up together, you have to place the thumb right on top, in the center of the packet, but not to make it too obvious. Obviously you have to push it down and spread. That's a good excuse. And that's how the joker is gonna be sticking up on the selection. Okay. Now right here I have the selection sticking up, so they can place or put any shape they want, waves, triangles, hearts, whatever. And it's better for them to do it on the table. Well, it's better for you, obviously, but make sure they do it on the table. That's why I said at the beginning, it's better if the spectator they place their signature right on top, on the table. And at this point you can watch what they're doing, so you can ensure yourself they won't pick it up. And you know, whatever they want to draw, then you pick it up yourself. Make sure the deck is face down, the joker is facing the opposite way, and ask the spectator to cut and complete the cut. Okay, now because the joker is somewhere in the middle, I need to do a little cut, and it's better for the joker to be at least 1/3 from the top of the deck or 1/3 from the bottom. So when you cut, you know, in order to do the FARO shuffle, the joker can be right about the center of the top half or the bottom half. Okay, so by doing the FARO shuffle, one card may get into the selection and the joker. They will separate them, and sometimes you can feel that. Okay, next I'm gonna spread and look for a joker, but because the joker is right next to the selection, you know, the purpose of the FARO shuffle is to separate the joker from the selection. That's why it is replacing a different card for the selection right behind the joker. So when you search, you know, you can expose the selection, so you can, you know, look from the back. You can do the pinky break and then spread, you know, and show it. Or you can simply go one by one and use the middle finger over here, you know, to cause enough friction so there is no more cards going or spreading below the middle finger. Okay, that's why you have to be careful when spreading and going one by one, and the middle finger is causing enough strength for the cards to remain there. Okay, you flip it over, turn it over, and you can show that we have only two cards. The joker is right behind the king of hearts in this case, but you know, whatever is the dialogue you want to use, you can give an excuse. Jokers are wild, and that's why they can change places with a selection, and that's why it is imperative that they sign the card so they know it is not a duplicate. Okay, and it is better that the audience participate as well. That's what is going to make this effect more strong as well. Now, one last important thing is that when you do this effect, you don't have that common shape, because for a lot of performances, you know, most of the decks, it's better if they have this shape. Okay, because when you shuffle the deck, it's gonna, you know, have this bend, this concave shape, and when you put them back to back, you can see a huge gap right there in the middle. So it is imperative that you remove that excessive bend, and that is going to be really important in this performance when you do the FARO shuffle and the indifferent card replaced the selection right on top of the joker. And that's pretty much it, and I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial.